everyone, and welcome to What Did Lauren Read This Week and How Good Was the Spice? This week featuring Dobby the Hairless Cat. So the first one I read was Fearless, which is the last in the Powerless series from Lauren Roberts. This whole series is basically closed door. There's like only making out, but there's so much yearning that I just devoured it, even though my policy is to never do closed doors. But I did really enjoy it. I know some people say it's predictable, but like whatever. Enjoy yourself. And I did. The next one was Left of Forever, which is a second chance romance, which like I'm still not sure if I like these as a concept, but they had a kid together when they were 17. Relationship didn't work. Now they're doing a road trip together to take their kid to college. And then they fall back in love and like have really good chats. And then the spice wasn't too high. I put it on like a lower moderate. But it was good when it was happening. Okay, the next was Caught Up, which is the second book in the Lights Out series. This book is spicy. Like so much spicier than the first one. She's a cam girl, so already we have more opportunities for spicy scenes happening there, like solo spicy scenes. And then they also go to like kink clubs and stuff. Well, just one, but multiple times. I really enjoyed it. It was really spicy. Just know that it's way different than Lights Out, but I still deeply enjoyed it. Okay, next was Dawn of Onyx, which is the first in a series. It's like a standard kind of romantasy setting, enemies to lovers. I deeply appreciated that. Like early on, the FMC was like, hot damn, this man's attractive. I shouldn't like him the way I do, but I do. So I really appreciate that because I feel like a lot of times they like hold off on liking the villain when it's like, no, you can like him. There was some good yearning and spice, but then in the last like 25%, like shit went down and then there was no spice. So that was a little disappointing, but I'm going to continue the series once it's available on my Libby. And the last one was The Female. So this is a like first book in a reverse harem series. And as I've been finding a lot of times they aren't very spicy. This one was spicy. This one was very spicy because one of the MMCs is an incubus, so there's a lot more opportunity to do things in dreams. So that was great. What wasn't great, really, is that it's a dystopian thing where, like, women are treated absolutely terribly and basically sold off at auction to be breeders. So that's a lot of, like, trauma to go through when you're growing up in hiding, which is what the FMC has done. So for the first entire half of the book, pretty much everything that she thinks about or says or does is really tinged in that, you know, fear and being treated like crap. And so that was kind of hard for me to get through at first because it very much was like a heavy cloud on pretty much everything she does. But about halfway through, she becomes a lot more confident in where she is and the fact that the guys are gonna be nice to her and in herself. And I really enjoyed once we got to that point. But so if you're feeling that in the first half, like it does get better, I promise. Also, pretty spicy. So I'm really excited to finish up or like keep going with that series. I just have to have it be available on Libby. But yeah, that's what I read this week. And we'll let you all know what happens next week. Hopefully I finish Zodiac Book 9. Dobby, say bye. Bye.